One, two, one, two. Thank you to Pepsi for sponsoring today's episode. When I do a podcast, I drink my Pepsi. Please open up your Baja apps. Official test start time 2 minutes. Um, Go to Tech News. Go to Google. Go Technology. Go to Dominican newspapers for Spanish as a second language for those students. Vamos a comenzar el módulo en español primero. Vamos a turismo. Vamos a... mm, oh, esta es una buena. This is a good one. But it's from a few months ago. But still, this is still good news. Let me see. We're going to open the simulator and we're going to build us another another prototype. Every day we'll build a new one. So we'll see what we can. Oh, you know what? Before we even do that, give me one quick second because I have a special request on a beautiful machine. Okay. See what we can have. Good price. You know, all my vehicles are low mileage, one owner examples. You know what I mean? From my personal collection, you know. So I own the vehicle, I drive it, I learn from it, use it for education, and then it's time to get rid of the prototype. All right. Everything clean record. Hold up. What the heck was that? This is no good. There we go. All right. And of course, go by certain parameters because prototypes are a little bit different. So we're gonna go highest mileage first. So we'll see what we have there. So we'll do the module on that. Let's go to our Wikipedia and let's continue with the eighth generation Corvette. Let's see where we left off yesterday. We haven't spoken about Z07 option. Okay, trim levels and options. Okay, so we could do that because a lot of people want to know about the different type of seats, and I can explain to you which one may be better for performance or comfort driving and stuff like that. One thing I try not to do as an automotive historian, I try not to bash any brands or any models. I think all cars are beautiful. They all serve a purpose in the ecosystem. But blue diamonds with the, you know. um, Let me see. What else can I add to this module? Trying to think. So we'll probably select an additional module once we start with this one. So let's start with our English as a second language students. And it's time to rock and roll. RD y Puerto Rico, República Dominicana y PR, República Dominicana y Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico y la República Dominicana firman acuerdo para impulsar turismo multidestino, o sea, las personas que van en doble, triple vacaciones. El acuerdo tiene como objetivo fomentar una mayor conectividad aérea entre ambas naciones y facilitar paquetes turísticos que incluyan estadías en ambos territorios. El ministro de Turismo, David Collado, y la gobernadora de Puerto Rico, la señorita Jennifer González, por la señorita Shaddai Eves de San Juan, Puerto Rico. Vamos a ver quién es nuestra escritora por el día de hoy. No sé por qué no tienen una sección para ella, pero vamos a darle aquí a ver si no. 50 resultados. ¿No? Bueno, se pueden comunicar con Shaddai Eves por shaddai.eves@listindiario.com. Tenemos que mandarle un smiley face porque ella nos mandó el artículo de hoy. Y este artículo necesitaba un poco de cariño, you know. So vamos a ayudarla. Shaddai, tenemos todo tu apoyo. Déjame bajar esto porque siempre ponen un comercial en cada plataforma, tiran un comercial, pero ya yo estoy que se lo dejo, que se joda, ya a mí no me importa, yo no voy a estar jodiendo con esa gente. Ok, entonces vamos a turismo, regresamos a turismo y vamos a seleccionar RD y Puerto Rico firman acuerdo para impulsar turismo multidestino. Vamos a hacer el módulo entre medio y vamos a explicarle el ángulo de los negocios. El acuerdo tiene como objetivo, tú ves, ahí se daña la vaina ahí arriba. Siempre hace eso. Ok. El acuerdo tiene como objetivo fomentar una mayor conectividad aérea entre ambas naciones y facilitar paquetes turísticos que incluyan estadías en ambos territorios. El ministro del Turismo, David Collado, y la gobernadora de Puerto Rico, Jennifer González. Foto por Shaddai Eves de San Juan, Puerto Rico. El ministro de Turismo, David Collado, y la gobernadora de Puerto Rico, Jennifer González Colón, firmaron un memorándum de entendimiento sobre cooperación en materia de turismo entre ambas islas. La iniciativa busca facilitar la interconexión aérea y mejorar la oferta turística de la región, permitiendo a los visitantes explorar ambos destinos en un solo viaje. Fotografía World of Hyatt, Historic Cities, Monument to Savings. Members save up to 20% at participating hotels from DC to Baltimore. Terms apply. Discover.hyatt.com. Members save up to 20%. Book by May 29th. Book now. Durante la firma del acuerdo, González Colón destacó la importancia de esta colaboración, subrayando la oportunidad que representa para potenciar el desarrollo económico de Puerto Rico y la República Dominicana. Tanto la República Dominicana como Puerto Rico son imanes turísticos, pero hasta ahora no se había hecho una coordinación formal que reflejara la realidad de que el Caribe somos nosotros, afirmó la gobernadora. Asimismo, resaltó la complementariedad de ambos destinos, señalando que mientras la República Dominicana atrae una gran cantidad de turistas europeos, Puerto Rico es un punto clave para el turismo estadounidense. Ahora, con esta alianza, podemos ofrecer una experiencia integrada para que los visitantes disfruten de ambos países en un mismo viaje. El acuerdo tiene como objetivo fomentar una mayor conectividad aérea entre ambas naciones y facilitar paquetes turísticos que incluyan estadías en ambos territorios. Si un turista llega desde Madrid a San Juan, puede recorrer Puerto Rico y luego viajar a Santo Domingo para seguir explorando la región. De igual manera, alguien que arribe a la República Dominicana desde Europa o Latinoamérica podrá aprovechar su visita para conocer a Puerto Rico, explicó González Colón. Por su parte, Collado recordó cómo nació la idea de esta alianza durante la Feria Internacional de Turismo Fitur en Madrid, España, resaltando el compromiso de la gobernadora con este proyecto. La verdad es que teníamos coordinada una reunión en el stand de República Dominicana y ella amablemente dijo: "No voy al stand de República Dominicana", explicó el ministro. Fue un amor a primera vista. Allí discutimos estos temas de hacer una alianza, de crear lo que es multidestino, y alejar el pensamiento de que Puerto Rico y República Dominicana son competencia. Para nada. Somos aliados, enfatizó. El turismo entre ambos destinos ya es significativo, pero este acuerdo busca potenciarlo aún más, según Collado. Reveló que 255,000 puertorriqueños visitaron República Dominicana en 2024 y este año proyectamos que la cifra llegue a 300,000. Este crecimiento, agregó, confirma la relevancia de Puerto Rico como un mercado clave para el turismo dominicano. Durante años se ha hablado de establecer un multidestino en el Caribe, pero sin resultados concretos. Reuniones han venido y han pasado, lamentó Collado. Yo me reuní hace 3 años con el ministro de México, el ministro de Jamaica, el de Panamá, pero esto siempre se quedaba en teoría y nunca se concretizaba. La gobernadora me dijo, vamos a darle para adelante a esto, vamos a hacerlo, vamos a efectuarlo. Y aquí estamos, dijo. El ministro enfatizó que este acuerdo representa una oportunidad para transformar la manera en que los turistas experimentan la región. Si un turista viaja a Europa, visita Madrid, París, varias ciudades y países, ¿por qué cuando un europeo venga a la República Dominicana no puede venir a Puerto Rico? ¿O por qué un turista estadounidense no puede pasar de San Juan a Santo Domingo, La Romana o Punta Cana? Externo. En clave, otro punto clave del acuerdo es mejorar la conectividad aérea y hacer más accesibles los viajes entre las dos islas. Collado recordó que en el pasado los altos costos de los vuelos eran un obstáculo. Muchos puertorriqueños me decían, me sale mejor ir a Miami o me sale mejor ir a Europa, afirmó. Además del impacto En el turismo, la alianza también busca fortalecer la promoción conjunta de ambos destinos en mercados internacionales. Collado anunció que nuestro equipo de marketing trabajará con el equipo de turismo de Puerto Rico para iniciar lo más pronto posible una promoción conjunta. Pondremos fondos en partes iguales y ya se podrá ver en Europa, en Alemania, en Inglaterra, el logo de República Dominicana y Puerto Rico, abrazado siempre, 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 eternamente. Una estrategia de expansión turística. Collado destacó la relevancia de la iniciativa y su impacto en la competitividad del Caribe. La competitividad del Caribe. Este acuerdo no solo fortalecerá nuestras economías, sino que también nos permitirá posicionarnos como un destino conjunto en el mapa del turismo internacional, aseguró. Un impulso para el turismo y la economía. El acuerdo también prevé el desarrollo de estrategias conjuntas de promoción turística, eventos binacionales y nuevas inversiones en infraestructura para facilitar el flujo de viajeros entre ambas islas. Más allá del turismo, esto es una plataforma para el desarrollo económico. La interconexión facilitará nuevas oportunidades para la inversión, la creación de empleos y el crecimiento de la industria de servicios, aseguró González Colón. Por su parte, Collado subrayó que este es solo el comienzo de una relación más estrecha entre ambos países. El Caribe es una de las regiones más bellas y diversas del mundo. Unidos podemos hacer que más turistas descubran su riqueza y aumentemos nuestra competitividad en el mercado global, dijo el ministro. Inicio de planes. Ya vamos a empezar una campaña promocional en el mes de mayo. Tanto la Compañía de Turismo de Puerto Rico como el Ministerio de Turismo de la República Dominicana apoyarán $1,000,000 cada uno para esta promoción, dijo la gobernadora. La iniciativa no solo incluirá publicidad conjunta en mercados internacionales, sino también la creación de eventos, festivales, rutas y paquetes turísticos que combinen ambas islas. Esto significa que podemos hacer eventos, festivales, rutas, paquetes que incluyan ambas jurisdicciones. Nunca antes se había logrado un acuerdo de este tipo que facilitará que los viajeros aprovechen su ruta en el Caribe para dividir su tiempo entre República Dominicana y Puerto Rico, señaló la mandataria. Asimismo, resaltó la importancia de mejorar la infraestructura y la logística del turismo entre ambas naciones. No es lo mismo pensar en un turista exclusivo para Puerto Rico cuando ahora abrimos una ventana de flujo de tráfico con República Dominicana, que recibe una gran cantidad de turistas europeos, explicó. Con esta alianza, ambas islas se presentarán en ferias internacionales como un destino integrado en lugar de competir entre sí. En vez de que alguien decida ir a Cuba o a Jamaica, aquí tiene 2 por 1. Ok. Aquí visita 2 destinos en un solo viaje, enfatizó la gobernadora. Además, según ella, esta estrategia permitirá fortalecer la oferta cultural de entretenimiento de ambos países. Puerto Rico es la capital del reggaetón y República Dominicana es la cuna del merengue y la capital del dembow. ¿Qué pasa? Y la bachata y la salsa y de todo, venga de todo. Los artistas pueden hacer eventos en ambos lugares, en ambos lenguajes y promocionarse mutuamente, fortaleciendo así nuestra interconectividad, agregó. Un modelo innovador para el Caribe. La gobernadora externó que esta iniciativa es inédita en la región. Esto nunca se había hecho en Puerto Rico, pero pasa en España y en Europa. Una vez el turista llega, se mueve entre distintos destinos. En nuestro caso, el vuelo entre Puerto Rico y República Dominicana es aún más corto, lo que facilita la interconexión, dijo. En la firma del acuerdo participaron figuras reconocidas como la presentadora y modelo dominicana Clarissa Molina y el cantante puertorriqueño Tito el Bambino, quienes resaltaron los lazos culturales que unen a ambas naciones. That's what's up, yo. Tito el Bambino was there, kid. No way. You see? Mi gente, estamos progresando. Ok. Now, vamos con las noticias de tecnología. That was your English as a second language module. And let's sharpen up the tools, right? And here we go. You guys ready? There we go. Oh, why is this taking so long? What the heck? Hold on. If there's a problem with this, then we don't even need to use it. Because this makes no sense. I'm not going to stop my whole finals just because this thing is not working. We'll wait for that to load. While that loads, let's go to Google News Technology. Videocards.com. Please log on to videocards.com and thank you for sponsoring today's episode. Here we go. AMD defends RX 9060 XT 8 gigabytes. Says majority of gamers have no use for more VRAM. What the heck is that? Published May 23rd, 2025. 9:39 GMT, 239 comments. Come on, man. AMD says they wouldn't make 8 gigabytes if it wasn't needed. You got 8 gigabytes, 16, and that's it. 8 by 16, 16 by 8, whatever. The Radeon RX 480 launched in 9 years. 9 years ago. The Radeon RX 480 launched 9 years ago with 8 gigabytes of memory priced at $229. Few would have guessed that nearly a decade later, 8 gigabyte models would not only persist but become even more expensive. AMD's new Radeon RX 9060 XT comes in at $299 for the 8 gigabyte version, with a 16 gigabyte model priced at $349. I would just get the 16 gigs. Come on, now pay a little extra and be more comfortable. While the 16 gigabyte variant appears to be a reasonably priced upgrade, AMD is already facing criticism for using confusing naming practices similar to NVIDIA's RTX 5060 Ti, which also comes in 8 gigabytes and 16 gigabyte configurations. Frank Azor, AMD's chief architect of gaming solutions, defends the decision by pointing out that most gamers still play at 1080p and do not need more than 8 gigabytes of VRAM. He adds that AMD wouldn't produce such a card if there weren't a clear market for it. While that might be a reasonable defense, reviewers remain unconvinced, particularly as memory demands for modern games continue to rise. The main concern isn't just the memory size, it's the inconsistent naming that misleads consumers. There was little justification for labeling both the 8 gigabyte and the 16 gigabyte models under the name RX 9060 XT. Um, this is what they posted here. Hardware Unboxed on Twitter. 8 gigabyte version of products such as the 9060 XT are designed for system integrators to milk customers, which is why AMD and NVIDIA mislead by using the same name. Just be honest. Um, and this is the response from Frank Azor. Majority of gamers are still playing at 1080p and have no use for more than 8 gigabytes of memory. Most play games WW mostly esports games. We wouldn't build it if there wasn't a market for it. If 8 gigabyte isn't right for you, then there's 16 gigabytes. Same GPU, no compromise, just memory. Also, that was kind of taken out of context. Now I understand what he meant by it. Okay. So this is a complaint. I get it. I get it. Okay, there was little justification for labeling both the 8 gigabyte and the 16 gigabyte models under the same RX 9060 XT name, which already has a history of launching numerous SKUs. Could have avoided confusion by branding the 8 gigabyte card simply as RX 9060. With only a few models in the RX 9000 lineup so far, this naming flexibility still existed. AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT with FSR 4, $349 USD, 16 gigabytes, $299, 8 gigabytes. No. My mistake. They actually, this is a misprint. $299 for the 8 gig, $349 for the 16. I say get the 16 and just save you some money down the road. Because if not, you're not going to be able to play your games. Okay, the same criticism applies to NVIDIA's RTX 5060 Ti. Only the 16 gigabyte model was sent to reviewers, which might lead buyers to assume that the 8 gigabyte version performs similarly, despite potential differences in real world performance due to memory limitations. At least AMD priced their card lower and did not restrict the PCIe 5.0 interface to 8 lanes, a contributing factor to lower RTX 5060 Ti performance under certain conditions. In the end, we will see around June 5th whether this statement holds up. Frank Azor has a history of making questionable claims, such as making fun of 32 gigabyte RDNA 4 GPU rumors, while it just launched at Computex only under the Radeon Pro AI branding. Not to mention statements about working with partners to improve availability of MSRP models, which has shown no results for more than 2 months after the RTX 9070's release. Source uh, Twitter. Okay. So let's see if this has booted. This is horrible right here. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on. Before we begin and we open the dealership up, you guys know how to connect us or connect. If you want to buy an exotic vehicle, the phone number is 504-202-5915. Email address is cyraxplex@gmail.com. But remember, all negotiations are through Connect only. So you could contact us, reach us out. We're going to do a quick module for my engineering students in the 8th generation Corvette. Let's talk about trim levels and seats, all right? 8th gen. And then I'll show you guys what I have in my inventory. Because I am a prototype driver and I'm Team Corvette and I'm on the design team and I make these things do what they do competitively all over the world, I'm going to be doing modules mostly on the Corvette because this has been like a lifetime development for me. You know what I mean? And I do own my company myself, but that's okay. I'm not just an artist, I'm an entrepreneur. Okay. Stingray, trim levels and options. Okay. GT1, GT2, and the Competizione sports seat options. 3 trim levels are currently available: 1LT, 2LT, and 3LT, augmented by 3 suspension setups: FE1, FE3, and FE2.4, which corresponds with the 2 Z51 performance packages. In addition, 3 seat options are also available: GT1, which is what you get in the 1LT, that's what comes with the car. This seat is like the NSX seat. This is my favorite seat. Okay. This is the Arts and Senna seat. This is the, you could put that seat in a McLaren Senna GTR and it's gonna fit perfectly. GT1, GT2, and competition sport. In addition, 3 seat options are also available: GT1, GT2, and competition sport. So if you go to GT2, it's more of a racing seat. This seat is more like a Lamborghini seat, and you can, you can kind of see the extra support. It's just a little bit different. Then you have the competition seat. This one you can get in leather, or you can get in fabric, or you can get half leather, half fabric if you do the two-tone. Some packages come with it, some don't. You have to look at each particular model because you can pick like the Mulan Red on an LT1, and on an LT2 it'll be different, and on an LT3, etc. For ZR1, they deleted the 2ZR option. There's only 1ZR or 3ZR, which is crazy, and they didn't name it ZR. They just named it like 3ZZ or something like that. I have to double check, but it's something like that. So if you're willing to compromise on things like that, sometimes I have higher mileage cars that actually have more features. So if you're just using the car to build credit, let's say you want to come back and buy an exotic from me, I need to start you in a Corvette. I need to start you in something that we can modify, make it your own personal experience. You could join all the car clubs that we have, basically network with our communities. We're all entrepreneurs. You're going to be able to meet people from all different walks of life. We have a dating service. We have educational services. We have resources for our veterans. So that's very, very important, very dear to us. We work with a lot of charities, a lot of churches. So all of these events are going to be around my exotic car collection. But again, I'm going to be, driving some of the prototypes, talking about it, networking with people, and teaching you real business in real life. Again, 504-202-5915, cyraxplex@gmail.com. And if you want to connect, I may have a minute to connect with you. So we can connect on Connect for about a minute. All I charge is $390,000 per hour to speak to me. So 97,500 every 15 minutes. My lawyer is Crystal Delgado, Delgado Law Group, and this is what we do, baby. Let us continue. The interior is upholstered in leather, micro suede, or performance textile with carbon fiber or aluminum trims. A performance data recorder has been upgraded with a higher resolution camera as well as a new interface. GM's virtual camera mirror is optional, which projects video from the backup camera onto the rearview mirror. So now let me just say this, for the 2020s, these are special cars because they have the automatic front nose lift with memory as part of the Z51 package. And the Z51 package, you pretty much got it for free. As the years passed, they started charging you for those features because that's pure profit. Very rare can you see a product or service where you can visualize the profit margin. And just think about it. I'm selling you a $200,000-$300,000 car. How much am I making off $40,000-$50,000 wheels for that car? Like, all the metal and all the carbon fiber in the world is not going to take that much to make. You know what I'm saying? So some of the carbon fiber wheel packages that I have, depending on the trim, sometimes they're a little bit more expensive when it's for like an E-Ray Z06, ZR1 versus a regular Stingray, which you guys already know I'm team Stingray. You know what I mean? I like the other ones too, and I work on the other ones too, but Stingray, it's his own thing. And that's the one that's going to last in the future. So here I have 600 cars in my inventory, okay, for today, right? Now, let's get to business. How can we do this? All right. What do we have here? Let me go with, oh, you know what? Let me give you guys some deals, right? You guys want some deals, right? Let's work on some deals then. See what we got. Do not tell me that, yo, one of the best price cars that I have has the lowest amount of miles. Wow, that's love. Oh, but you know what? I have some of the older ones too. Okay, those I'm not selling. Hold up. I made a mistake because I can't, these cars are not for sale. No, 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 no. See, I gotta close the vault. Gotta change the code. You know what I'm saying? Once again, thank you, Pepsi, for sponsoring today's uh episode, right? So I try not to go too over the top, but I did want to give you guys some deals because I want to make your dream car come true. You know, I don't care if you don't buy any other car from me. You don't have to buy a $15 million car from me. If you want to, you can. I'm always here to do business. But here we go. Here we go. We have time. All right, perfect. I have something really nice for you guys in Columbus, Ohio. Please give us a call at 614-666-6489. We want to give a special shout out to our sponsors at Capital One and Chase. Pre-qualify for financing with no impact to your credit score. You can Google us. Rickard Buick GMC Chevrolet, 2539 Billingsley Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43235. You can view our inventory or check out the dealer website. So remember, this is certified pre-owned is one owner, okay? With bad credit, with horrible credit, okay? But if you know income is good, you got a good job. Even if you're just starting out, we could work with you. APR as low as 18.49. Okay. For somebody with perfect credit, this will be a high interest rate. For somebody just getting into the game, remember you're only using this vehicle to build your credentials so that you could come back and buy a McLaren from me or buy a Ferrari, Lamborghini, whatever you want me to get you, I can get you. Now, let's put away the APR for a second. We'll do a module on it, but you'll be paying about $1,500 a month just for the car. Now, insurance, registration, everything else, that's your responsibility, right? This is when you're rebuilding your credit. If your credit is excellent, I can get you an APR of 8.54%. That's only if I go through Capital One or if I go through JP Morgan Chase, which I'm probably going to try to beat this. Then your payment would be 1,200 a month, right? Now, it can only get better because some of these exotic cars you can finance for over 72 months. Let's look at 48-month terms. Now, if you have perfect credit, let me show you how financing works. If you have perfect credit, I'll still put you at an 8.44% APR, right? Which I prefer. You're going to save some money, but you're still going to be paying 1,600 a month for this car. Good thing is you'll pay it off in 4 years, 48 months. It goes by fast. I have grandkids, trust me. My kids are already out of college status. I got a few more going to college now. If you are rebuilding credit, which is how I would do it, yeah, it's at 18.39 and I'm paying 2 G's a month, but I pay it off in 4 years. And in 4 years, I could buy whatever I want. You're going to give me exactly what I'm going to order the car from the factory. I'm going to have the order in now while I'm paying off this car. And when I finish paying off this car, instead of going to trade this one in, I'm going to go pick up the new one before it comes out because I'm going to make sure I get one of the first orders. So this beautiful color is ceramic matrix gray metallic. Okay. Interior is adrenaline red. I'm really going to look out. I'm going to look out. All right. Stingray stripes, red brake calipers to match the interior. 2021 Corvette Stingray 1LT. This car can be yours for $60,000, $928. This is not including fees, shipping, delivering, handling, my commission, none of that. This is just what you're paying for the car. This is what you're financing here, unless you have a trade-in or something like that. Interior, again, it's just the seats. This is like the lipstick red, and it is the the GT1 seats. Interior is very nice, minimal, red piping on the seats, Bose stereo sound system. You know, it's target top, it comes off. No engine appearance package. Your engine is like the silver is like prototype colors. You know what I'm saying? The block is still red, but the heads are not painted. And none of the braces, the strut bars, they're not carbon fiber. They're regular metal. You have the stealth badges for the Stingray. You don't have the light up Corvette at the end, but it has the Ferrari wheels, the kind of like the 5-spoke. You know, Chevrolet's version of it, but we know that it comes from other high end cars. I want you guys to guess the mileage. I want you guys to guess the mileage. This is $3,286 below. So, you know, my commission has to be at least that, right? Okay. This is a very nice machine. Again, grown in sexy color. Just take care of it. You have a plan, you have a vision, you're a business minded person. You're going to build your credit, you're going to pay this car off, and then you're going to buy whatever you want. This is not a bad constellation. This is why you build it. If you even care, you might pay off this car and not even want anything else. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to respect yourself. You're going to appreciate that approach, that growth, that development, that discipline that you had to say, you know what? I don't care if they change the body style, nothing like that. I'm going to keep this one, pay it off. And when I pay it off, I'm going to get the new shit. And I'm going to get the top of the line. If that's what you want to do, if that's your mentality. If not, then, you know, I'm already retired, man. So I got grandkids, you know what I'm saying? I can enjoy it now. Guess how many miles? What do you guys think? You know it's gonna be less than 10,000. You know it's gonna be less than 5,000 because I'm the best, right? 1,086 miles. It took us about 600 miles to break it in. So put another month of driving it in 4 years. Drove it once a year for 4 years in a row. That's discipline. You know, if you didn't learn from what I just said, you know what? There's just no hope. There's no hope for you. Let us continue. That's what having a good heart is. You know what I'm saying? Being a good person. Okay, 2024. Now here's the variable. Let's see for my economic students if you guys can pick up on what we are calling value-based investing or investments. 2024, so it's a new year. Chevrolet Corvette Stingray 1LT coupe, rear-wheel drive, Mechanicsburg, Ohio. Give us a call if you would like to chat. 614-768-6053. And you can Google us. David Kell Chevrolet closes at 8 o'clock today. 614-768-6053. 38 East Sandusky Street, Mechanicsburg, Ohio, 43044. You can view our inventory or check out our dealer website. So again, certified pre-owned. I'm the original owner of this car. 3,062 miles. I always look out, right? 2024, 62,980. My price. It's 5,218 below market, so you know that's my commission at least. That doesn't include tax, title, registration, brake tags, none of those things. We're all adults here. We only accept Bitcoin, so you pay your own taxes. Ferrari style mesh wheels. They're like a BBS variant, right? They're overall 5-star spokes, but they're in a mesh style so they can look like they're doing the reverse thing, right? Red lines. Minimal wing. It's black. Intakes are black. The car is jet black interiors are Arctic white. So this is prototype type R. 1 second. Right? This car can be yours with back credit. $2,000 a month, 18.39. I was paying 39% when I wanted to have high-end vehicles. Oh, sorry about that. Sometimes you got to order food, right? Okay, 2,000 a month for back credit plus insurance. So if you got back credit, your insurance rate is probably going to be another 1,000. You want to modify the car, it's going to be another 500-600 a month. So there we go. Paid off, buy whatever you want. Again, this car is very grown and sexy. Grown and sexy is not an age thing; it's a maturity thing. So you could be young and have a grown mentality. You could be older and have, a proper mentality. Next to the foldable hardtop, they're they're both nice. I like both versions. I think that they did a good job with. I'm used to seeing the silhouette of the prototype, so even when I look at the convertible, I still see the hardtop. Red lines, light tints, grown, low wing, um, factory lip, and side skirt. It's not in carbon flash. It's not in carbon fiber. I have a convertible with the 70th anniversary, but that one's convertible. That one's a little bit different. But these two cars were ordered together. You know what I mean? The interior is nice. Um, Interior is black, like a dark gray piping on the seats. Stingray plaque and badge. Um, Prototype engine color. Interior is nice, well taken care of. You know what I mean? It's clean. It's pretty much, it was a computer for me. You know what I mean? That's what I used it for. Very good car. Front nose lift. It is a 1LT. Actually, I have to double check. I don't know if that one has it. I'll check on the configurator. But again, 62,980 my price. I could put you in something like this for 70 something. Very nice car. I have a 2022 Stingray 1LT red, 63,000, 2,800 miles. I have nope, that one I cannot sell. That one is not for sale. Hold up. No, that one's not for sale. Let me see. Okay, I got a 2020 2LT. All right, let's see if I give you some better options here. Remember, it's not perfect because, to be able to get these cars is definitely a hunt. You got to fight for these cars. So this one, if the terminal, what the heck? Nope, this is not working. Why does this always do this? Come on now. This is horrible, man. Why does this keep happening, yo? No, I'm not even gonna. It's gonna open the configurator, but I'm like, yo, wait a minute. Mm, Let me see if it gives me the same. Nope. Don't say. Put everything perfect. This is the only thing, you know what I mean? Now to find that same one too. The best thing is to have a car with a good story, you know what I mean? That it comes from somebody that really cared about it, which I really care about my cars. I really take good care of them. They're like friends of the family, members of the family. You know what I mean? Let's go by. Remember, we already set our parameters. We want to be flexible. I really, you know what? When that shit happens, I'm like, what the heck is this? All right. Give me one quick second. Oh, but I just forgot. Mm. Oh, that's what it was. I pressed the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, because if I don't do it like this, then it's gonna show me cars that I can't sell. You know what I mean? Like this one, I already know that car's not for sale. Mm, this one is nice. That one's nice. That one. Oh, but okay. The problem is that it's a thing. That one is nice. That's not a bad price. Yo, I already know, B. I already know. Hmm. Because the thing is, I found a 2LT. Oh, this one is nice. That one, little too. No, I don't want. That's too much. All right, let's see what equipment this one has. Since we got hated on, you know, some people just want to be mean for no reason. You know what I mean? It's unnecessary. 2020 Corvette Stingray 2LT. 65,988 my price, 1,400 below market. Before commission, brake tags, registration, insurance. Again, about 2,000 a month, 18.39, paid off in 4 years. Come check us out at Jake Sweeney Chevrolet. 513-940-5260, 33 West Kemper Road, Cincinnati, Ohio. You can view our inventory or our dealer website. So the interior color is gray. It's silver on the outside. It's not giving me a specific paint code, but it's okay. It's a 2020. We're willing to be flexible on miles. It's a 2LT, and I'll tell you the mileage last, okay? So nice silver, again, grown and sexy. This car is, you don't got nothing to prove. You're not trying to drive crazy. Oh, this is special. It's the same silver as the wheels, okay? So that's probably one of my favorite combinations. Z51 package. So it does have the wing. Yeah, somebody will really like this. See what I'm saying? These are the kind of cars that this for my clients right here, man. Somebody is gonna see this car and feel very special and be able to say, thank you, I appreciate this. You know what I mean? Like this right here, you don't need more than this. This is all you need. Yeah, this is nice. Nice interior, everything matches. Oh, two-tone on the interior. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it got the see-through roof. Yeah, yeah. This is special right here. This one is exclusive. This is gonna go to a very special one of my clients. Yeah, this one, you see, there's certain cars that you just know how much you appreciate them. You know what I mean, and you want to give another person opportunity to enjoy it as well, because we do get attached to these things. Oh, and the engine appearance is fire engine red. But see, this one, it has the bright red on the intake, but then it has the burgundy on the block itself. It still looks nice. And carbon fiber, carbon fiber. Very nice. Very, very nice. Um, Black brake calipers. Let me double check for the Bose stereo sound system. I believe it does have the Bose stereo sound system, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's very, very nice, man. Wow, I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. You know, right? All right, perfect. Yeah, those two are very nice. Okay. Let's see what else I have. I have some 3LTs, but price is too much. Mm, let me modify this. All right. Let's go and just test the market, see what's out there, right? Because, I have a lot of clients that are just starting their life, you know what I mean? And they're not able just yet to buy a top of the line vehicle from me, you know what I mean? So every vehicle has a story, you know what I mean? Like this one has the lip on it. Let me see what we have. Okay. So not bad. I don't have too many of these, but let's see what else we could find for a good price. That one is nice too. Okay, let's check this out. 2023 Corvette Stingray 1LT Coupe, Bloomington, Illinois. Jet black interior, torch red exterior. Again, it is a 2023 1LT. Little over 2,000 a month. You could pay this off in a few years. You can check us out at Lehman's Chevy City, 309-807-3843, 1602 Morrissey Drive, Bloomington, Illinois. All right, let's check this out. Oh, this is nice. 1LT, but a Z51, mesh wheels, two-tone color, um, carbon flash intakes, no tints, target top. This is nice. This I would probably reserve for um, a younger client of mine's. Beautiful female, you know what I mean? Grown, doing her own thing. It's into the legal field, education, you know what I mean? This is like a nice little executive car. Like, again, you don't have to do anything more than this. This car right here, this color combination, I could drive this in New York and be perfectly comfortable because this car screams good purchase, good value. You know what I mean? 2,593 miles. I got a 2020, but it's a 2LT and has 4,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? So that's another nice color right there. That's the one. That's one that I was talking to you guys about first. All right, look at this one. It's a 2024, but it has the updated wheels on it. It's a Stingray 1LT, 65,000 my price, 4,905 miles, jet black Mulan leather seating surfaces with perforated seats, torch red. It is available at Matt Sachs Chevrolet, 507-593-7429, 909 Enterprise Drive, Belpain, Minnesota. You can view our inventory or check out our dealer website. Now, a vehicle like this, a little over 2,000, paid off in a few years, then you could buy whatever you like. So it has the upgraded wheels in silver finish, carbon flash on the intake and the wings, Z51 package. Very nice collector. Again, I'll probably sell this to a much younger um, client. This color is very, very bright for that. And GT1 seats, very nice, very nice. Again, you don't have nothing to prove. This is just something that you can enjoy. And let me see what else we got for you guys. Let's do one more. Oh, this super nice Type R status is a 2023, but it only has 3,000 miles on it, 66,000. My price, I'll give you this one for 74. 74,995. Oh yeah, this is nice. Okay, Type R status, 70th anniversary. Y'all don't understand. This car is special right here. Arctic white exterior, jet black interior, 3,065 miles. So it's been enjoyed. So about 2,000 miles. This car was driven like 10 months, 2 years, or 3, 4 months a year. It's about right. That's 1, 2 days a week right here. Um, it is prototype status, so we learned a lot from this vehicle. But here we go. Again, grown and sexy, beautiful. This is more for like an entrepreneur, starting out, owns a few businesses, and that's it. Not interested with anything else. Education, paying it forward, doing the right thing. This is a vehicle for my son right here. It's an entrepreneur's car. Like, that's nice. It's not over the top. It's the right color for a collector. You know what I mean? Everything that you want, nothing that you don't need. Everything that you need, nothing that you don't want. 1953 to 2023, 70-year Type R. Um, this one is only missing the graphics logo, but we could easily install that at the dealership. Very nice. 66,000 my price. I could let it go for about 70. Let's do 76,000 plus, ship and delivery and everything else, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you once again for tuning in. We've done our modules. Let's double check what we have here. We'll go back to Chevrolet. We did the LT1. Let's finish with the transmission, okay? For all you dog box engagement, Quife, and PPG engineers, right? This is amazing. See if you can see this a little bit. Okay. The Stingray is only offered with an 8-speed dual-clutch automated transmission made by Tremec, with paddle shifters on the steering wheel. No manual transmission option is available just yet. The only other model years not offered with a manual transmission were the 1953 to 54 Corvette C1 first generation and the 1982 C3 third generation. Suspension. The base model of the Stingray comes with unequal length double wishbone suspension at the front and rear axles made from forged aluminum. Monotube shock absorbers are standard at all four wheels. The car can be equipped with a front axle lifting height adjustable suspension system that can add 2 inches in 40 millimeters of ground clearances at speeds under 25 miles per hour. The C51 package adds a performance-tuned adjustable suspension with higher front and rear spring rates and firmer dampers. The front shocks on vehicles without a hydraulic front lift and the rear shocks have threaded spring seats that allow adjustments of the preload on the coil springs. Magnetic ride selective ride control is an available option for all trims and levels on Z51 equipped Corvettes. Magnetic selective ride control includes performance traction management and electronic slip differential ELSD. Wheels. The Stingray is equipped with 19-inch 48 centimeters front and 20-inch 51 centimeters rear alloy wheels and Michelin Pilot Sport ALS tires. With Michelin Sport 4S tires available as part of the C51 performance package. All season tires are used on the base model for better grip The exact tire dimension are 245/35 ZR 19 at the front and 305/30 ZR 20 at the rear. The standard brakes are 4-piston Brembo ventilated disc with diameters in 12.6 inches, 320 millimeters at the front and 13.6, 345 millimeters at the rear. The Z51 package provides upgraded and enlarged brakes measuring 13.3 inches, 338 millimeters at the front and 13.8 inches, 351 millimeters at the rear. Technology. The C8 Corvette debuted with an 8-inch infotainment screen in a driver-centric cockpit. It comes standard with Chevrolet's Infotainment 3 Plus system. Standard features include both Bluetooth connectivity, 4G hotspot, and both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Higher trims are equipped with a 14-speaker Bose audio system and navigation options. Additional technology features include a performance data recorder package for 2LT and 3LT trim levels, as well as a camera based on rear view mirror. The 2020 Corvette was the first year Chevrolet introduced over-the-air updates to the Corvette lineup. This allows Chevrolet to send updates to the vehicle remotely. Chevrolet used this capability to resolve a front trunk recall for the 2020 Corvette's right-hand drive. For the first time since the 1953 introduction of the Corvette C1, the current generation Corvette is offered in right-hand drive configuration for the Australian, New Zealand, Japanese, and UK markets. The Corvette C8 is General Motors' only right-hand drive vehicle to be assembled in the factory rather than converted from left-hand drive. After the pre-sale announcement, 300 right-hand drive Corvettes were sold within 60 hours, a record for Corvette sales in Japan and 3 times the annual sales number for its left-hand drive predecessors. The introduction of the right-hand drive Corvette to the Australian market was delayed to the middle of 2021 due to the reorganization of Holden Special Vehicles (HSV) into GMSV, General Motors Special Vehicles, which also brings GM vehicles into New Zealand. Only 200 right-hand drive Corvettes will be sold in Australia per year, and the price is set at $149,000, with higher performance versions above $200,000. You see how much the real Type R costs? Real right-hand drive? Y'all don't understand. This is engineering at its finest. The first sales of the right-hand drive C8 in New Zealand were 28 cars in 2022. So from 28 cars to 300 to whatever they're selling now. Okay. And we'll end at Z06, but we are all complete for today. So have an amazing day today. May you conquer everything in your path and may everything that you touch turn into solid gold. Always remember to dream big because dreams come true. It happened to me, and I know for a fact it's going to happen to you. Come on now. Tell me that's not cute. Hey, I love you guys. That's it. We'll be right back with part 2. Oh, one thing. 5 pages, 5 paragraphs, 5 sentences each, 5 computer spaces each, 5 formats. Show the work or you won't get any credit for it. God bless.